welcome again. This is my vlog on orientation, and this is day 3. Let's begin. So, what I'm going to tell y'all that I learned about today is a little bit about approval-seeking behavior and, trying hard to be yourself versus just relaxing into being yourself. There's a big difference there. And I'm going to talk about how to handle conflict. So, something I learned about today was I caught myself. In the middle of approval-seeking behavior, right? Because I have these groups, and I want them to like me. I want them to love me. But I also want them to just enjoy their experience and have a good time here. That is my main goal in this job, is to make sure they have an enjoyable experience, not that they like me. Although that is a nice side bonus. But why do I want them to like me? Ask yourself that question. Is it for ego? Yes, of course it is. How do we let go of the ego and step into letting go of the need for approval from others? Because here's the thing, when you can relax, when you can just enjoy yourself and be present to the moment, and you release that need to feed your ego, people will love you that much more. Because they can see you're not trying to get anything out of them. Approval-seeking behavior and being a try-hard and trying to get people to like you doesn't work. Because guess what you're doing? You're just taking value. That's what seeking approval is. It's just taking. People can feel that taking energy. When you're letting go and you're free of outcome, people can feel that. And your energy is give, give, give. Now there's also another energy that's give and then expect something in return, and then that's take. People can also notice that it's much more subtle, but when it's there, I think it does more harm. And that's just because people start to think that the only reason other people give them anything is so that they have to give something back. And that's just shitty. So, overall, what I learned today is letting go, being free of outcome, and sending this energy out that's just giving and loving. Because when you give free of outcome, sometimes people will not give back. That's okay, because you're free of the outcome. It doesn't matter whether they receive it and give some back, or don't receive it at all and don't give anything back, or receive it and don't give anything back. Anything is okay with you because you are free of outcome, and that is a beautiful thing. Now what's even better is when you expect nothing in return and then you get something in return. You get their energy, you get their love back. And that feels so good. Because when you send those vibes out, I promise those vibes are going to come right back to you. And it's going to be a beautiful, beautiful thing. So, that's all I gotta say about that. Second, I want to talk about real quick just handling conflict. So, what happens when your work asks you to do something that's against your values? Well, here's the thing. That's going to cause some conflict within yourself. Because on one hand, they're asking you to do something. On the other, you have your own moral code. On the other hand, you have your own moral code that you follow. So, what do? These two things are at odds with each other. How do you handle that? That's conflict within yourself. How do we resolve this? Well, I'll tell you. Now, I don't know the answer, but I'll tell you what I think. And I think that at the end of the day, you should always, always, always stick to your own values and to what you believe in. Because at the end of the day, you gotta be able to tell. Because at the end of the day, you gotta be able to look at yourself in the mirror and be honest with yourself. Come to terms with what you did or didn't do, and whether that did or did not align with your values. The only person that's gonna hurt is yourself. That's the bottom line. That is the bottom line at the end of the day. You should always be thinking about that. And if you are forced to do something that is against your values, and you decide to stick to your values over that, something may happen that you don't like. And I'm telling you that right now. But you gotta come to terms with that and accept that. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna be much harder to come to terms with and accept, though. When you give up your values for someone else's value system. There's a great quote by Ayn Rand. It says, "I will never live for the sake of another man, nor ask another man to live for the sake of mine." Always, always, always stick to your values. Stick to your guns. And always, always, always follow this right here. Because whatever answers you seek, I promise, they're in there. You'll have a great night. You'll have a great day. Whatever time it is you're watching this video. I love y'all. Thanks for watching again. Good night.